Let's think about your career for a second. Is it just a random series of jobs and courses? Or is it something you're actively building, kind of like an architect? Because every great building needs a blueprint, right? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to sketch out that blueprint for you. So, you've probably heard all these words thrown around. Internship, practicum, apprenticeship, house job. What's the real difference anyway? They all kind of sound the same. It can feel like you need a secret decoder ring just to figure out your next move. And honestly, that confusion, it can totally stop you in your tracks. But hey, that's why we're here. We are going to untangle that whole mess of jargon. Our goal is to give you a super clear, super simple blueprint that you can actually use to go out and build your career. All right, so let's start at the very beginning. Every solid structure has to have a strong foundation. And when it comes to your career, that foundation gets built before you even land your first full-time job. This whole preparation phase, well, that's what's known as pre-service training. And what is that exactly? Well, to put it simply, it's all the groundwork you do to get ready for a specific career. You know, it's about learning the core theories and getting the qualifications that'll make you a fantastic candidate right from day one. Now, this foundation is built with two key materials. On one side, you've got your formal education. That's your degrees, your diplomas, all the classroom stuff. And on the other, you have hands-on experience. This is where you get out of the classroom and actually apply all that theory in the real world. And you really, really need both to build something strong. Okay, so let's open up that hands-on toolkit, because this is where the confusion usually happens. While these things all give you practical experience, they're definitely not interchangeable. An internship is usually a temporary gig, sometimes tied to your studies, focusing on entry-level tasks. A practicum, on the other hand, is almost always a requirement for a degree. Think student teaching or nursing clinicals, where you're supervised while you practice your skills. An apprenticeship is a long-term, paid position where you learn a skilled trade directly from a master. And a house job, that's a very specific term, often in medicine, for a one-year residency right after graduation. See, each tool is designed for a different part of the build. And let's just zoom in on internships for a second, because they're probably the most common tool in the kit. It's super important to know what you can get out of them. As you can see, the outcome can be pretty different. Some internships offer a paycheck, which is awesome. You get to earn while you learn. Others might be unpaid, but you can get valuable academic credit towards your degree. The key here is to just understand what each opportunity offers, so you can find the absolute perfect fit for your blueprint. So you've laid the foundation, you landed the job, fantastic, but the project isn't finished, not by a long shot. Now it's time to start building upwards. This next phase of development happens while you're already on the payroll. This is called in-service training, and it's all about continuous improvement. It's how you refine your skills, learn new ones, and adapt to a changing industry, all while you're working. This is how you start adding new floors to your career building. This kind of training happens in two main ways. You've got on-the-job or in-house training. This happens right there at your workplace, and it's usually very specific to your role. Then you've got off-the-job training. This is when you head outside the office, think conferences or workshops, to gain broader industry skills and bring back some fresh perspectives. A perfect example of this, and probably the first in-service training most of us ever get, is induction, or what we all just call orientation. This is that critical period where you're basically handed the keys to the building, learning the company culture, and getting settled into your new role. Okay, we've looked at the foundation and the floors above it. Now let's zoom out and look at the complete blueprint, putting all of these pieces together so you can see the big picture. This table really lays it all out pretty clearly. Pre-service training happens before the job to get you ready. That's your degree or your internship. In-service training happens during the job to improve your skills. That's your orientation or company workshops. One is the foundation, the other is the structure you build right on top of it. Simple as that. So there you have it, a clear, simple blueprint for understanding your professional development. You know the difference between laying the foundation and building the skyscraper. So the question is no longer what do these terms mean, it's a much more exciting one. Now that you have the blueprint, what will you build next?